Welcome to another episode of the Truth Podcast, where we share real life experiences that set people free. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We encourage you to share because I believe that today's episode will be a blessing to many. Today, my guests on the Truth Podcast are my sons, Rodney, Tyler, Trey, and I want to welcome you guys to the podcast and thank you for giving me a portion of your time today,
for sure,
so that we can commune, fellowship, and talk all things father-son.
Definitely.
What
up, Dad?
Oh, yeah. What's up, y'all?
Oh, yeah.
What up, players? All right. Anyway, so again, I've already said your name, but people watching may not know who's who. So start from left to right, introduce yourself, share your age, and kind of like what you do, what you all about.
I'm Rodney Jr., 28. Right now, I am in school teaching. I coach girls basketball with, it was Under Armour, but I guess we're transitioning to Nike. And I coach with one of the best schools in the state, Bishop Kearney.
Okay.
I'm Tyler, 27. I do a variety of things. I'm into music, play basketball, help teach basketball around the city. I work at Rochester Prep High School as a dean. And
you the coolest dean I ever seen.
Yeah, they that's what the kids say. But
shout out School 34. I'm sorry.
That's it.
All right, man. Yeah, my name's Trey. I do social media content. I do sport vlogs, and I also have an AAU team. So I'm around basketball a little bit, but I've more transitioned into the content side in my life personally. And I am about to be 25. Yes.
Did he just clap? All right.
Yeah.
Clap for the 25. All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think it's amazing ultimately that all three of you guys are coaching. Can you kind of share what's gratifying or what do you like most about coaching?
I think it's the ability to help people achieve their goals. So I think for me, there's things that I learned, I didn't learn, I didn't have, and with certain coaches. And I think I try to do my best to give that back to them and give them some things that I think I may have missed to help them get to the next place.
Okay.
Pretty much the same thing for me though. It's more so, teaching character, and getting people ready for the next stage. I just coach, based off, just guys' personality and what their approach to the game is more so why I do it. Just because those are the areas I struggled in. But that's pretty much it. And, just the love of the game. So,
yeah. I think what really sets off for me with my old AAU team, ICC Truth, the integrity, commitment, and character. That's what I really try to follow with my own coaching style. I want to teach kids that. And I feel like if I follow that formula, I feel like that'll help this generation because I feel like this generation is missing a lot of that. And that's important to teach kids now. So that's my biggest importance to coaching for me. So, but I agree with a lot of what they were saying too. That's a lot of where I'm at too.
Okay. Awesome. One of the questions I was thinking about, and when I was putting this together, that I wanted to ask you guys, because you all are in a unique position in regards to you've had the advantage of coming from a two-parent home. Do you see that as an advantage? And if so, can you explain how and why and things of that nature?
Yeah, you see it every day because a lot of kids, sad as it is to say, you can tell the kids who don't have a father or lack a male figure in their life, or even a mom. There's some parents that don't have neither parent. They live with grandma or auntie and stuff like that. So, you definitely can see it. It's humbling. Puts things in perspective. It makes you appreciate everything. So, yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I mean, you talk about it from the kid perspective, but I could touch on just from seeing my adult friends, you could definitely tell the difference, like just how they think, how they move, what they like, what they do, what they enjoy, what they really focus on. Like with a two-parent household, I know for us, it was very structured. I was in a Ms. meeting and I was saying, I really gave us the blueprint on how to be successful. And when you don't have either or, there's steps that is being missed. So I see, people around me just in adulthood, like some of them are lost because certain voices matter whether it be the mother or the father. You know, it really guides you and puts you on a set path that nobody can really take you off, even if you try to go off yourself.
Is it hard? Okay, I'm sorry, Travion. You want to answer?
Yeah, no, I feel like y'all touched every part that I would have said. I mean, I agree with both of them. I don't really have anything to add to that. So,
Have you found it hard to empathize with people who don't have two parents in their home, or like Tyler was talking about, some of them are with their grandparents? How has that been? Or like, has it been like, I don't know. It's funny because I'm your father, and I don't know how it feels myself to be in a two-parent home as far as my biological father, my mother. So is it when you grow up in it, it's not obvious. It's probably not even a big deal or a big thought.
I wouldn't say it's hard to sympathize or have empathy. I mean, we were taught to have that. We were taught to care for people. I think what happens is, I know for me, I can't speak for them, but for me, when I do talk to people, like such as my friends or people that, parents that I coach, kids that I coach, when I do talk to them about those things, I just try to give them the advice that I was given by my parents to help them, get through those little situations or issues that they may come across. So I think it's tough because you never walked in their shoes, and every shoe is different, and every shoe is not going to have the same exact fit. I mean, does it really ever have the same exact fit? I think it's just, we have the ability to each one teach one.
Wow, that sounds like a hood tournament.
No, I mean, yeah, each one teach one though. So
yeah,
the sympathy and empathy never changes. It's just moved in a different way.
So I guess I'm trying to think of how I want to ask these questions, because I don't know what Tyler might say at any given moment, so I'm always worried. But
LOL.
But did you just give us the text version of laughing?
Boy, abbreviated his laugh.
Laugh out loud.
LOL. I have never had anyone do that to
Sorry,
me. Conversation.
my jokes are like
am
subtle,
laughing
but like
out
yeah.
loud. Ha 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 ha.
I'm not going to actually laugh. LOL.
Yeah.
He said,
LOL, brother. Okay. Has there ever been a time where you felt like, just from my perspective, or from me, I've been hard on you guys, and then were you able to?
Yeah.
Yep.
Were you able to, as you got older, understand, or you have perspective now? You go,
yeah, because you start, when you go through them life experiences, it definitely hits harder, the advice and you being hard on us and getting on us and showing us discipline. But I mean,
how many times you went up the stairs saying, "Wish he was dead"?
That's crazy.
Nah, I ain't never said that.
Because I heard kids say that.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
they be so mad.
I don't know what they doing.
Okay.
That's wild.
Because you can't say that, because it was also there was care, there was there was love there was help, there was guidance. So there was nothing to hate anyway. But
Direction only seems harsh when you're blind. Okay. Like when you finally open your eyes, or reality opens your eyes.
You had to show up, Tyler. Go ahead.
No, just to piggyback, like that's just the truth. Like direction,
I know.
Direction is, when you're blind, you're lost. When you open your eyes in reality to see, and you're like, oh dang, those lessons were keeping me in line the whole time.
Yeah, and when you say blind, it's really like you had no experience, you had no perspective.
For sure.
And so you think you know something, but you don't really know. Can you give any examples of, I thought I knew this, and just to find out I had no clue type thing?
That's
mad examples.
Just one.
I mean, everybody play ball in here, so it's just like, simple as like just playing ball, and like you look at where you at now, or what you did, or where you how you finished playing basketball. I mean, in my mind, I'm pretty sure if work was put in earlier, I probably would have been a step further than where I was. But that come with you playing the game. You got your friends. You got YouTube. We got all this stuff. You got 2K. You start feeling yourself young. It's a lot of delusion there. So even with basketball, you think you here, but you really down here. And if you know, those are little moments like that. If we ever caught that stuff earlier, I'd probably be in a different place.
Yeah, I should have hit you like Bubba Dub. I watched him the other day. Trash. I said, man, he just called everybody trash. But
that's motivating though.
To do that, be like, we done with the 90s.
Right.
you know,
Beer and butter.
But yeah, it's like, you know, that
so go ahead, Tyler.
but even like with regular life stuff, like
I was about to say that.
women, or like even credit, or, you know, thinking you know everything or you know what to do with it, and until it's time to deal with the responsibility and consequences and everything that come with it. Now you looking like, well, dang, Dad did say this was gonna happen.
Yeah, I would say,
You know what I'm saying?
on a
Y'all
like,
so silly.
he talked about basketball and he brought life up, so it's a good segue. I would say life, like the way I approach life, like when you're younger and you like sacrifice now to live better later, or everything that you do matters, or every rep matters. Like now when I wake up, I constantly think that, like, okay, like if I want to keep being successful, everything matters. Every rep matters. Details, how I present myself, how I walk, like those little things matter that nobody ever thinks about. Like especially in the times we live in, like everything is broadcasted. So how you present yourself, it really matters.
With social media, you don't have a lot of room for mistakes, because people actually believe
What you see,
what you see. Like
it's crazy.
that, and what you see on social media is not necessarily who that person is in its totality.
For real.
I was just telling somebody this the other day. They were talking about how they were feeling so depressed because all their friends are doing so well. And I said, well, why do you feel like they're doing so well? Or where did this come from? They was like, because when I look on social media, I see this, and that. I said, man, you can't be tripping over social media. People post their highlights.
I literally just said on my Instagram the other day, I was like, a picture can have 1,000 things, but also has 1,000 secrets.
Yeah, that's powerful. And so you know what I'm saying? That like
stay with it.
you that's why I say he just trying to show us something.
I'm just gonna be me.
A picture can say 1,000 things but have 1,000 secrets.
Yeah.
And especially after we put the filter on it and everything else on it to make it look wonderful.
For sure.
And it's like I was telling the person, you are getting hyped up over somebody's highlight reels. I remember when you were getting ready to go to college, you and Tyler, and the guy asked me to send some video of y'all, and I sent your highlight video. He said, no, send me some games.
Facts.
Because all you did was you took all the good stuff out of the video, the games that he played, and sent me that. Okay, that showed me they can score, but it doesn't show me how they respond in certain situations. So send me a whole game. So then I was like, okay, let me try to send their best game.
So now imagine, so you talk about the 2-parent household. So now you go into the world and then you see everybody, they look good, but internally they're rotten.
Yeah.
And they have that missing piece.
And social media has allowed us to only see the good because people are posting, getting their highlight reels. No, show your real life.
Dopamine is real.
Yeah. Show your real life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, you know, people say, oh, I've seen your podcast. You must be doing this and blowing up. I said, no, man, I'm trying to build something from the bottom up. And it's not necessarily easy. And so it may look or sound good, but this is a hard process. I got to build up subscribers. Wow. You know, I got to do all kind of things. And I got to stay consistent. And I got to keep doing it even when it doesn't look like it's going anywhere. Right. That's the other thing with people. People quit so easily. And, you know, that was my big thing when you guys were coming up. Whatever we start, we're going to finish.
For sure.
To the point where, you know, we even started quoting scriptures like Ecclesiastes 7:8, finishing is better than starting. What's the rest of it, Rod?
Patience is better than pride.
Patience is better than pride. I knew you knew the rest of it because you had got to quoting the rest. Like, you know, this is the other piece that's missing. You got to be patient because pride will have you jumping ahead and doing stuff and you be really in a hole for real.
Sure.
So let me ask y'all this question. What has been some of the challenges of being my sons?
You want to go first, Trey? You haven't said much.
I should have vet him before.
Biggest challenge?
Nah, we need the pure authentic.
I think growing up for me, because I felt like, I'll just be honest, I felt like I was an oddball growing up. I felt like one of the biggest challenges was kind of fitting in and trying to figure my identity out with all of you guys. That was one thing. And then the other thing outside of the house was trying to relate to to the love and care you guys would give versus everyone else around. Like, I feel like I just feel like this family in particular is so much different than every other family, and it's easier said than like showing it. Like for example, like when I talk about you guys, I always say, man, my brothers and my mom and my dad, they did all this, and that for me. And some people can't even understand, like, parents are supposed to do that. That's what it's supposed to be like. Like, yeah, and for me, it was like, dang, like, no one can relate to me. So I kind of would stay stuck. And then I'll be like, wait, that's not like a bad thing. It's a good thing. Like, they're doing all the right things. So I'm in the right place, right environment. So that's the good part about it. But the bad part was just like, dang, like, it was hard to relate in the beginning of my life. And I had to learn and understand, like, not everybody lives the same life. Everybody lives a journey, different lifestyle. So, you know, as time went on, I started to find out who I am to be able to live and understand, like, God put me in this position so I can do more and help people when they don't really have the same position I'm in terms of having a mom and dad and stuff that does well, and having good brothers and sisters who are willing to help me out and be, you know, brothers and sisters actually, you know? So
I wasn't expecting that, but so you're saying that you're almost saying that getting the kind of love you was getting was challenging because you didn't so much fit into societal norms or what was perceived to be societal norms, so you kind of felt like an outcast.
yes,
I understand
definitely.
that. I can agree with him on that. Like, we one thing that you and mom has definitely taught us is, like, if somebody don't have it, if we have it, help them. And when you walk into society, that's not the norm. The norm is survival for everybody. So you come in life, and especially for us, like, we're loving people. Like, that's just who we are, and we accept it. And when you come in life and you meet somebody that's been living in survival for 28 years,
Yeah.
the reality of your conversation is like, whoa.
So what's weird is happening here is I was expecting you to come up with something a little different about a challenge, but you're almost saying having a father
Is a challenge. I mean,
In a sense, yeah.
Like,
In a sense.
it's a challenge. I mean,
you got cats that look at you with a father. You trip.
I'm gonna help you out here. I'm not gonna say the name, and we cool now. We hashed it out. There's a person on this earth that had an issue with me, and their issue was you, because you had a dad and you had somebody coming to your games. So you had somebody coming to support you, teaching you how to play, giving you life advice. And this person is a father now.
Wow.
And
And they've said this to you?
yeah, like, said this to me, and I laughed at him. I said, "You're absolutely crazy." I said, "Because my dad also helped you too." He's like, "What you mean?" I said, "As he was supporting me, he also was supporting you. Making sure you had rides, making sure that you felt the love that you didn't have from a father." He's like, "Dang, you're right." I said, "Yeah." I said, "So now jealousy had you cruel and cold to a person that actually could probably help you even more."
Okay. I'm just like, I'm like, somebody is actually upset. Hey man, can't stand you.
For sure.
You got a father.
But to answer your question, and Tyler, you're gonna answer after. You thinking about it?
I mean,
He probably forgot the first question.
The question about being your son.
challenge.
The challenge. I mean, I'm junior.
Yeah.
So that's a whole different level of being your son. Like, the expectation for me is a lot different, and it's always been a lot different.
Or you feel that it is.
Okay, we could say that.
Okay.
I feel like it is. Like, I'm junior, so I'm gonna keep it real. It's an expectation. Like, oh, your dad was this, or your dad was that, or your dad was this, or your dad can shoot. Can you shoot like your dad? Can you do like this like your dad? And it's like, forever that was always a thing. And between, unbeknownst to everybody, I wanted my own identity.
Yeah.
And once I got that, now it's like, that challenge is out the way. I think the issue with it was leadership.
It's funny you say that, because for somebody to say that, I had people that said I couldn't play or couldn't shoot. And then I had to, but I just always been confident, like, I don't care what you say.
Yeah, I am now. Like,
Yeah.
my issue.
I just think that it's funny that somebody would take something that was not a positive for me and use it negatively, or use it in a way against you that you felt challenged by it. The truth of the matter is, if I look at y'all in this in the totality, y'all way better basketball players than I was.
You got that on camera?
No, because of me. So now you
got that on camera?
I tried to give you a compliment. I took it right back.
You can't do that with
You see how he got the snatch back?
Can't do that with everybody.
You can't do that. I see that. You just say, you know what? That's all right.
Appreciate that.
That's all right.
Nah,
Now they say that, but here he go.
But it's not. It's
But y'all supposed to be better.
for sure. But
Yeah.
I'm saying it's not a slight to you that people did that. I think it was a great thing
Yeah.
because it did put it in perspective to me. Like, yo, my dad was a great person. So obviously there's a pathway that I got to follow to be even greater than he was. So I never looked at it as when I got to high school, it was like, all right, cool. I'm Rod and my name is buzzing a little bit. All right, so cool. Now I'm creating my own path to greatness. Now I feel like, and I probably shouldn't say it on camera, but I do feel like this internally. My name is a very relevant name right now.
Well, you probably don't remember. I told y'all at one point, I said, you know, how the Bible says God will make your name great. The fact that y'all last name is Roberts, he's made my name great.
For sure.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, because y'all could be in the paper or could have been in the newspaper for a whole lot of other things other than something positive. So it just, to me, it just kept elevating the Roberts name. Me and your Uncle Dwayne was talking about this because obviously we're Roberts. You got DJ, you got the three of you all. And there has never been a time that you guys been in the paper for something negative. You ain't robbed nobody, you ain't shot nobody, you ain't steal from nobody. So for me, who you guys are and become as men is amazing and it's awesome. Because take my daughters, their last names are Roberts, but they'll get married one day and they won't have the last name anymore. But through you all, the Roberts name, as Dwayne said, it gets to live forever. You know, and instead of being infamous, you know, y'all famous per se.
For sure.
And you rather have fame than infamy, you know, to be known for something negative forever. You know, there's certain families, when you hear their name, you go, oh, Lord Jesus, you know. But I haven't ever heard anybody say the Roberts and go, yeah, they over there killing and stealing and crazy. So you guys have taken the Roberts name and you have added to the legacy of the Roberts family. 28 years old, 27 years old, about to be 25. You ain't got no kids running around here by a bunch of different women. And I said that on purpose because that does matter. That does matter. Which, when you have kids out of wedlock, you immediately create a broken family. Immediately.
For sure.
And you have to try to find a way to hold it together from a place that I believe God has never ordained us to be, you know, starting families from. You know.
But you built the foundation for it.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, I didn't. Yeah, no, I did. No, because I had a baby young, and I wasn't married. Obviously, I took care of that baby
For sure.
and did everything I could to make sure my daughter was well. But I learned early. I was like, I can't do this again. I don't want to just keep creating broken families. And so that's why also I'm so proud of y'all. And I'm not saying, you know, y'all wonderful to me. I'm not saying y'all perfect, but y'all perfectly my wonderful kids or children. So I just think that it's a great thing. You know, little small things like Tyler, and you said to me one day, I mean, all of y'all got your own cars, if you had apartments or whatever, you're doing things that a lot of people your age are not doing. I didn't know that till you was like, Dad, a lot of people I know don't have a car that's 28 years old. I'm like, what?
You got every new Jordan though. My bad.
Crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if you have to throw off like that.
My bad.
But Tyler,
You edit that out.
yeah, we're gonna edit that out. What have been some of the challenges of being my son? Uh-oh.
Nah, I'd probably say probably just the constant discipline. You know,
Oh, yes.
it's just like when a lot of people don't know that feeling like, okay, if I do this crime, I'm gonna go to jail.
I ain't gonna get no time.
But I ain't worried about the police. I'm worried about my dad.
That's what I'm saying. You ain't gonna
Or
get no time.
you in the hallway, you like, yo, let's skip class. But you can hear your dad saying, "I'm gonna kill you" inside your that
Edit
voice.
the kill part out.
Nah, bro, you gotta keep that 100. You
That
gotta
is there,
keep that 100.
At the same time, it's a challenge because, you know, when you raise good, right? It's like it's more temptation. So you got
that's real talk.
You got two parents at home. You got
I wasn't the only killer. Now.
you
Come
ain't
on now.
you ain't no,
Yeah.
you wasn't.
Nah, you wasn't.
But, you know what I'm saying? You got two parents at home. You got everything you need. You got a roof over your head. You always got transportation. You know what I'm saying? If I need $5, $10, you know what I'm saying? I can get it. So when you got friends who, I'm not saying I'm perfect because, you know, but you got people around you who they doing things where I'm taught not to do. It's a harder challenge for me because we both ain't supposed to do this, but I really ain't supposed to be doing this, bro. like, bro, you probably go home, you good. I'm gonna get the boy, bro. I'm telling you, like, it's different. So, but at the same time, as challenging as it is, it's a healthy fear because it saved me from a lot. I mean, a lot because there have been things I was about to do,
For sure.
and I'm like, all I hear is, "Go ahead, but I'm gonna kill you." But I ain't do it, but it saved me. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if I said I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, okay.
Every time. Can y'all?
You said that.
But I don't want to make this like because I feel like that's a great segment. I don't
Yeah.
want to make it seem like it's like, oh, it's a hard challenge. Like I also want to we could shed some light on this too. Like there's been situations where
Well, hold on. Let me finish,
my
brother.
fault.
Hold on.
The professor ain't gonna let you finish.
Come on, bro. Like,
no, 'cause I just didn't want to because like we all talk about what's difficult about it, but like
no, because I mean, difficult it's gonna be difficult because you know what I'm saying. You know how many parties I wanted to go to, or
been in parties.
or even when I got old, like even in college, I was on my own. But there are things I just wouldn't do that I like one time. I mean, it don't matter now.
He always telling us stuff that don't matter
It
now.
don't matter now. We like I had teammates. They used to run through like dorms and they used to do all types of stuff like taking money.
Said run through.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just I'm just giving examples.
Run through
you
is
know what I'm
nasty
saying?
work, bro.
Run through. I know where it's going.
That's
I didn't even.
That's
Oh, nah.
that's diabolical.
No diddy. But listen, but like they'll do crazy stuff and like I wouldn't always do it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you did sometime.
That's that flesh. But see, the other times I didn't is because I heard I'm gonna kill you, and them was the times that everybody got caught.
I think I was just killing y'all. Go ahead.
Nah, he wasn't killing. When he say I'm gonna kill you, it don't mean you gonna die. It just
not
mean
GK
like,
style.
bruh, you. It be like, man, you was better off dead, bro. Because I don't know what you about to do when you go home. You about to get this whooping.
Spanking,
You know what I'm
please.
saying?
For political correctness.
Can we get a better example?
I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real.
said
But nah, like,
better example.
better example. Like when we was young, we had friends smoking weed, drinking, all types of stuff. We never did that because we wasn't around it. You never exposed us to that.
Y'all never did it.
What? When we was young.
Oh, you smoke and drink now?
Here we go. Why you gotta spin it like that? That's like crazy. What?
said-
Why are you trying to spin it? Trying to get
I'm not.
trying to get us indicted on camera. Like what?
Spinning the conversation.
Yes, Dad. We have all made mistakes. I'm saying,
Hold on, brother.
you know, even with them mistakes, when you learn the hard way, you still hear that voice in your head. Yo, get it together.
For
You
sure.
know that father's voice in your head. Y'all know what I'm trying to say, man. It's just
So I just need to know: are you on the weed now?
no.
Okay.
No.
The discipline is there.
Smoke weed.
So to piggyback off T, because he said you hear the father's voice, like we say like the challenges, but like these challenges also brought us like moments where in like high value situations, we sit in rooms with people and like the lesson of never being intimidated, always talking with your looking at like eyes when you talk to somebody, always being confident in your words. And when you're in situations like I was in situations like that, I walked in a room and obviously there's people that's been there longer than me, that's better than me, but they don't know what I've been taught and what I know. So my confidence is through the roof when I walk in because you can't say nothing that's going to hurt me more or make me tough, try to make me tougher than what I already been experiencing. Like this is easy.
There's nobody in the room better than you. But go ahead.
I said that I may have thought at the time.
Yeah. Well, I just want to reinforce that no one in the room is better than you.
At the time. No, I don't think that now.
Because you're uniquely you. You're the best you in the room.
I think that might have been the other challenge was the expectation. You know what I'm saying? Like every day you wake up, it's like, all right, bro, I got to be better because like that's the message you always emphasize is like just growing as a man. And like it hit harder when you get taught them lessons and you see an example in front of you and you haven't even touch those, you know what I'm saying? Sure. So that's definitely the other thing is the expectations. Like school, bro. you used to tell us, yo, you ain't on honor roll, it's a problem. And I used to be in school like, bruh.
I don't ain't happening, brother.
Do this homework, but I gotta do it because I know if I don't, I don't even want to find out what happens if I don't.
Well, if you remember, I think I had this conversation with all of y'all.
Way to end it.
I did not have to have it I never honestly had to have it with Travion like y'all, like Tyler. I was trying to make him.
Hold on.
I was trying to make her feel. I was trying to make her feel better.
Because let's not make it seem like I'm just around here with extra stuff.
No, nobody's saying that.
I'm talking about,
he just was on high honor roll.
Yes. What I'm saying about Travion is once he makes his mind up, like you know how he is, he can't be swayed
he
in
got
any
his
kind of
own
way.
expectations.
Like Travion is in the classroom, if somebody gets a 98 and he got a 97, he want to know why, and you like, I got a 97. The Lord is good.
I'm like, how did I get a 97?
And you want to know why he's how did I get it?
I'm like, I thought I was gonna get a C.
And Travion is like, wait a minute.
Word.
He got a 98 and I got a 97. Why?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Totally
And you like you said, man, you ought to be praising the Lord. Like, why are you tripping?
I wasn't thinking that.
No.
Listen, man.
So, you was chugging along and doing your thing, but my thing too was y'all was athletes, y'all black men. I didn't want people to be like, look at these dumb athletes.
Bro, that's such a real
I had those conversations with y'all.
for
You don't want to be the dude on the team that they go, oh, he nice, but he's stupid. He dumb.
Yeah. Right.
So we want to show them black men who are moving in excellence. And you will not be able to say I can't play 5 games because I didn't pass my class. So I gotta go run around with a what is that runaround sheet that they used to make.
But you saying that, but that's the piece right there. So you want to talk about friends and like people that we see, like that's the piece. So it's like you give that example of not doing your homework, but think about like now we're adults and we see in our life like a lot of men that we know don't want to work. And what scripture said, man don't work, man don't eat.
Well, there's some folks still eating that shouldn't be eating.
Yeah, they work in a different way, but but like they don't. It's crazy to me. So.
I just don't know what the Yeah,
excuse
go ahead.
Pause. Yeah.
I almost said something that y'all fell out of the work.
Oh, nah.
What? That is crazy.
I thought I could get. I could get to you like what?
That's crazy.
But anyway,
but I literally see it, and then like there's dudes.
Hold up, Travion. I want to go ahead and put it out. LOL.
LOL.
He said, "Go ahead and put it."
I was like, what are you gonna say?
But I really see dudes, and I literally just I don't say nothing because it's not my place. But I literally see dudes that don't have no ambition about nothing.
And it's more cats not wanting to work now than ever before.
Not even work, just have no ambition about themselves. Like no passion, no purpose about themselves. And it's like, bro, like
yeah, bro. We live in a time now. Everybody's trying to get rich quick. So everybody's mindset is all a lazy mindset. They don't want to do no work. They don't want to put in no real time. Everybody is ashamed of their losses and their failures. So everybody wants to look a certain way, seem a certain way, and they want it now.
My question is,
like,
it's all perspective, right? So is it a loss? Is it failure? Or is it a lesson?
depending on who the mindset is.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Gonna say, it's all dependent on who you are and how you're thinking. So
some people got good grass, some people got weeds in their grass, some people got flowers.
Yeah, that's true.
it's real.
So
You real metaphorical today.
yeah, he really in his bag right now, right?
Poems.
I'm always like this. I just don't talk anymore.
This is he been a philosopher for quite some time.
I need to read.
Did you say? Can you beep the N word out, please?
He said that. No, he said that.
Did I say that?
He did say.
I said that boy been reading. I said the N word.
Okay.
Well, now
He said, and Tyler was like, "Did I say it?" Because
I don't even remember if I said it.
All right, let me ask you this question.
for the
Okay, this is some good stuff. Do you have any fun memories from your childhood, stories that you could share about our relationship or something that happened that when you think about it, you laugh like,
What?
That's PG, please. The reason why I said PG was I could have ended with y'all cussing me out as you walked up the stairs or something like that.
Yeah, but you would never hear that.
No, I would never hear that.
I mean, man, I don't know. There's so many. Hold on.
Can we talk about when we was in Florida for the first time? And Dad told Trevion, bro, don't wear them sandals on the roller coaster.
Oh man.
Nah,
That's what
Thomas wasn't on that ride with us, though. I don't think.
I didn't get on roller coasters, so I wasn't there.
Yo,
But
I'm sorry.
that time,
Let him tell it.
Dad said, Trevion, don't go on the roller coaster with them Crocs. Trevion was like, Dad, I'll be fine. Bro, when we got the picture, you could see the Croc flying up in the air.
It was a sandal.
It was a sandal.
Yeah.
It was like an Adidas or a Nike
It
sandal.
was an Adidas sandal. I remember,
The slides.
I remember like it was yesterday. So, bro.
The slides is brand new too.
But,
Brand new slides.
but that picture, the face of the picture was yelling at him. Bro, at the craziest picture I've ever seen in my life. The
Man.
flags in the air, standing in the air, and Dad's going,
funniest
He
story.
was in Universal on the Rock, and I knew because the drop was 90 degrees. And it was so many loops on it. I think as soon as it went the first loop, your sandals.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Trevion said, oh no.
Yeah. I don't know how
Y'all remember that time Dad bought Trevion them Heelys?
Oh yeah, bro, he bought
Yo, so
Man,
the Heelys just dropped, bro. And Trevion is fiending for these Heelys, bro. So, he's skating around everywhere. I'm talking about he rolling through the mall.
Church. He was doing it in church.
He praising the Lord. He rolling. So, bro, we in Walmart, bro. Line in Walmart is bad long, bro. Dad, irritating. Yo, Trevion start rolling. He said, "Take the wheels." Yeah,
I'll break your head.
yo, bro. Bro, I ain't see them Heelys ever again, bro.
You walk around clacking like,
Yo,
And you know what's crazy though? They came back out with Heelys. I swear,
did.
I was thinking about buying Trevion some now. I was like, well, he'd probably be like, dude,
First
you
of
be
all,
tripping.
I would do a whole video with those. Stop playing. I'll wear it right now. Stop playing, bro.
them
Heelys, bro.
Heelys, bro.
I was serious. I was like, I should buy Trevion. But I was like, yo,
Bro,
I'm be like, Dad, I wear a size 12. You bought me a size 12 Heelys.
That would be a great birthday present, actually.
Hero?
That would be a great birthday present. I'll take those.
please don't get him.
Trevion, you got something? What? No.
You too old to be rolling.
Literally, the jokes y'all making about it now, I will literally do a video,
Nah,
like
bro.
a social experiment video on that. That's funny.
remember the deer?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yo, we coming back from school, bro. Just got out of practice, bro. So my dad, this is the last time he had this gallant. A deer run out. It smacked my dad's car in the front. With
Oh wait, can I explain
Now,
that
y'all
part?
playing, but that deer would have killed him. It almost came.
I gotta see it.
But this would get funny, bro. So my dad ended up driving again, bro, to practice.
I want to.
I don't even know what car. I don't know what car we was in, but he drove again.
Nah, the Glock got fixed.
Oh, it did.
No, that got that deer
that's
total. That deer
Nah,
total.
that total.
That was
Yeah.
close.
We in there.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. You know, Dad. He always.
Nobody got bought the Jaguars.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the Jag. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bro, you gotta let me tell it, bro.
No, we need to tell how you tore my jack up by putting regular gas in.
That's neither.
All right, we get
No,
we get too personal now.
That's not true. No. See, now
Finish the story,
now
please.
Nah, 'cause
This
we getting
is
off
top
topic.
five.
Faith snitched on you. She said,
Faith ain't.
he said, Dad don't know what he talking about. And he's being cheap and put regular gas in.
Need to
That
finish.
joint was like,
Go ahead.
No. So he got the car got totaled. Literally like a night later, 2 nights later, we driving back from Wheatland. And Trevion says, "Oh, shoot a deer."
bro, you swerved so crazy.
And my dad almost swerved off the road. And he said,
Almost killed
he said,
us.
"Are you crazy?"
Bro had PTSD.
It wasn't even a deer. Like,
Bro had PTSD.
It was literally nothing out there.
but
Like,
you know what? I really do have PST, whatever it is.
PS, PSP,
PTSD.
PS3.
No, it's PTSD. It's PTSD.
PTSD.
Because just the other night we was pulling out the house and Faith said, "Oh, there's a deer." I said, "Don't do that."
Yeah, that's bro. That's traumatizing, bro.
Remember at Rush when he drove to the
ditch.
throw it to the ditch?
He said, "Oh, look at that night."
So we at Rush. Rush just built their new gym, bro. So you know my dad is a real comment to the end.
It's nice.
He said, "Oh, I gotta check out this new gym." Bro pulls into the parking lot.
But they
didn't finish the parking lot yet.
finished the parking lot, and there was a big old drop at the end of the
So when
parking
he
lot.
looking at the gym, he said,
That lot went through a lot.
Yeah, that gallant was going through it. Bro. He said, "Oh, this gym nice." Bro, we took. I don't know how we got out of there,
Bro,
bro.
we had put the little cinder block things.
We had
whatever.
put some. We took some wood too and put it.
He was like,
there.
God
But
plays
yo,
because he knew.
boy,
what
I
was
thought we was
gonna
lying
happen.
Because I was laughing when he did it. He was like, "You think that's funny?
Bro.
You think that's funny?"
Yes,
Yep.
And I want to say yes. So
But
bad.
obviously, y'all have a lot of memories.
bro.
One I think of, and Tyler probably he ain't gonna like it.
What?
But we was outside playing basketball in the yard. And you came in the house and your hands was filthy. Your mom just made a big old thing of chicken.
My dad called me a dog.
You put your dirty hands. Now everybody got to eat out that chicken.
But listen,
Hey,
you didn't see Dre. I hope Dre watched this podcast. Dre took a piece of chicken that day, bro.
and I said,
You said you dirty dog.
Bro,
and Tyler said, he was teared up. He said, he called me a dirty.
yeah. Cause I hope Trey Johnson watched this podcast too, because he was at the house and he
Bro.
talked about this the other day.
Bro, that
I
just made me
said,
cry,
"My dad
bro.
called me a dog."
Call me a dog, bro.
Listen, they don't know, but your mom, when she would fry chicken,
Yo, that chicken's so
it
good.
never lasts for the
know.
meal. Like
No.
whatever the meal was going to be,
You eating straight sides at
if
night.
people,
The
y'all-
broccoli,
and your mouth is burning, you just like whatever. You just eating the chicken hot, you know.
Yo,
So-
man.
Any funny? Listen, because
Oh wait, I got one, man.
Okay.
I gotta get one more.
All right.
This is for Legend and Jalen Lamar, because I know you guys want to hear stories about me and Legend. So remember when I put the door in
This
his
is about your
hand?
mom.
Yeah.
remember he slammed Legend arm in the door,
Start slamming the door on him.
Yeah.
and your mom took Trayvion's arm and put it in the door and said, "How does that feel? How does that feel?"
Bro, crazy. No, the one. Go ahead.
Okay, hold up.
Bro, then when you threw Tyler across the room,
Since we,
when Anthony there.
so we're not gonna do that. So since we brought up your mom,
Yo.
most of y'all don't know, but we've lost my wife
Back up.
and their mom in January. This is October, the first week in October. Any funny stories from your mom that you can share? Because there's some stuff you cannot share.
Nah, we can't share the one I think you're talking about.
No, we not gonna share that. She'll come in here and smack us and go back home with Jesus if
Right.
she share that one.
No, that's crazy.
Mom's so funny, man. I think for me,
You can't tell the cell phone one either, Tyler.
there's so many funny ones though.
Because you didn't think it was funny at the time.
For me, with mom, me and her used to always, me and mom joked a lot, like all the time. Like, I come in the house and she'd be like, "What up, punk?" And I'd be like, "What?" Like, you can't beat me. And then she'll actually try to fight you. Like, mom was a little tough. She was funny though.
Michelle's funny wasn't funny, but she thought it was funny. And it sometimes, you know,
I think the times we thought she was playing, no, I think she was dead serious.
I think about that the other day.
no, like she had, like one of her friends had said to her, "Yeah, my husband said I need to, start wearing some makeup." And then Michelle said, "Girl, you should, because nobody want to see no ugly face." And she was like, "Michelle, did you just call me ugly?" She said, "Oh no, I didn't mean it like that." And she said, "Rodney, why would she take it like that?" I said,
You just call her ugly, bro.
but she really, I know her, and I know she didn't mean it
She
that way.
wasn't trying to call her ugly. That's the funny thing with my mom.
So she would be like, after she said something, she'd realize, I shouldn't have said that.
I got one. Me and mom was in Walmart. That's funny because mom humor was like,
It's dead serious.
it was real funny, but she wasn't trying to be funny though. Like, she was saying it genuinely to you. So like, I remember one time we seen one of her old high school friends, and he said, "Yeah, this is my son," and she said, "Yeah, I can tell by that nose." And I looked at son nose.
I know who the person is too, because as soon as they see me,
And I'm like, I looked at his nose. I said, "She ain't mean it like that."
well, she yeah.
But yeah, mom, she was funny though. Me and mom had fun all the time. Like, especially we listen to music all the time.
What is the one thing, if you could say, that you miss? Because somebody was talking to me today and asked me that question,
It's hard though.
and I said I'm gonna say the dumbest thing, and it was like, what? I said, sitting next to me in the car.
Yeah.
They was like, what? I said, yeah. You wouldn't get it,
Yeah.
but just something simple as sitting next to me in the car.
Probably for me, it's just walking in that house and knowing she right there on the couch on her iPad. You know what I'm saying? Or walking in the shop and she in that front seat. You know what I'm saying? It's like, or you ride past the house, she in the garden, or, you know what I'm saying? Or even coming into church, you know.
I said one thing, brother.
It's hard because, like, even coming into church, you look in this section. Every time I walk in here, I look in this section because that's where she would sit, you know? So it's like, just those things you miss the most, you know? Well,
I'm not gonna talk.
Okay, it's okay.
Yeah,
it's
tough.
it's hard.
It's tough.
Sorry, I said to myself I wasn't gonna cry if we talked about it, but it's hard, man. Like, you know, one of the things that I miss the most is, like, I know we didn't talk a lot during AAU. It was me and mom primarily. Like, I'll go on a road, I'll be on the phone with her, or after a game I'll talk to her, talk about it. And one of the toughest things was that this year. Like, mom don't know much about basketball.
Yeah.
And that's okay. But she knew how to encourage me to get up and fight another day for them.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that,
Well, because she was that person with kids anyway.
right. So that was the one thing that, even like on the last couple of days when I was doing overnights with her, that was, you know, she didn't really talk during the day, but at night with me, we talked about a lot. And that was the one thing that she kept saying was like, take care of the girls. And I just didn't know why she kept saying it. But I do, obviously I see it now because just being around them all the time, working out with them all the time. So that's one of the hardest things that I dealt with this year. A bunch of other things, but that's the one thing I do miss, like the long car rides. I talked to her for a little bit, call her back again, and we just laugh about certain things, and just her constantly being on me to be, just to get myself together. So now I kind of go to the beach in the mornings and pray and just, you know, try to, you know, just say little things like, good things are coming, and take care of the girls. So
I think the one thing I miss the most is the faith and empowerment she had. I feel like it was so powerful. Because for me growing up, like I said earlier in the podcast, I felt like I was an outcast compared to a lot of people. And I feel like she made me feel like I was confident in being who I am as a person, and no one can take that away from me. Having the faith to be like, I can do this with everything. I mean, even before she passed, she was always telling me about YouTube, and she loved every part of my content. She felt like I can get somewhere with everything I did, whether it was sport vlogs or the social experiment, like prank videos.
And you didn't know it, but when you were not in the house, she watched your videos. You know, Tyler, she'd watch his videos. And she would share that stuff with everybody. Even your highlights from high school, she would share that with people. Oh, look at my sons. Now you guys know, but in the beginning, your mother hated basketball.
bro, when mom came, I was just talking about this.
Hated it. They don't need to be playing all that basketball.
Bro, when mom came to the game, that changed I personally think that changed my mentality. I walked out and she was in the crowd. I said, yo, yeah, it's up for y'all today. Like,
because you remember when y'all was playing AAU and y'all was younger, she ain't going all the way up top of that crap.
Bro,
You know,
mom brought 2.0 out of me.
but you know what happened? And she realized, like, I don't have to like it, but I love my kids.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and then she started to learn the game a little bit too. You know, just couldn't help it being around it. And you know what she told me one time? She said, I did not know that they were this good. But let me tell you something. If you wasn't good, and Tyler, when you played, oh my God, Tyler played modified. I don't know what grade you were in.
I want to make it known I averaged 18.
Anyhow,
As trash as I may have been.
But you remember when you played Modified and she was in the stands just laughing like out of control.
She was.
And she was, and I can't say what she was saying, but she was very not politically correct in what she was saying. So I was like, listen, you can't laugh at them. She was like, Rodney, look at how they're playing. She just was laughing so hard. And I was like, I was saying to her, I was like, I'm not bringing you to these games no more. But she was so proud. Like she was telling everybody about her son. She was showing people the newspapers and like it just meant so much. By the time y'all went on to college and Travion was playing, she was on a whole nother level as far as the basketball stuff.
For sure.
Now she's ready to fight.
For
and
sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was amazing to see her go from not being into sports and just even the last year, I don't know if y'all knew this, she watched every single game Deion Sanders coached in.
For sure. She loved Deion Sanders.
She loved Deion Sanders.
And The Rock.
In The Rock. Yeah. We're not going to talk about The Rock. He ain't all that.
I do want to note though, like mom was a mom to us, but she was a mom to other many people. And I'm going to give this one example, and I'm not going to say the girl's name. I was out one night, and this girl walked up to me and she was like, "Is your mom Michelle?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Your mom taught me how to be a woman." And I left. Obviously, I left that kind of, it broke me a little bit. But when I sat there and thought about it, I was like, dang, yo, that's so powerful. A person that don't even really know me, she connected to me in a different way because my mother was a mother to her. And she's instilled so much confidence in how I look at myself in the mirror. Mm-hmm. And that just really blew me away because like, obviously it's selfish to be like, that's my mother. Y'all don't know how I feel about her. That's how I feel. But then when you see that she shared her same exact love with us, with other people, and they're growing up and they see themselves in the same light that we see ourselves, that's a crazy thing.
Listen, it's so many people that have that same testimony. You know, she was an amazing woman, especially understanding the circumstances that she kind of survived
For sure.
as far as her life.
For sure.
And the greatest gift she's given me is my children. Like, and not just that she gave me my children, but she was a great mother to my children.
For sure.
I never have to worry in any kind of way, you know, that she was not going to be consistently a great mother. And like I said, she was funny. And, you know, to me, one of the funniest things with her and Tyler, Michelle was like, Rodney, I just seen this phone and I gotta have it. It was a Motorola Razr phone. It was
Wait, bro, you just said we're not telling that.
I would tell a little bit of it, but
Or were you?
the part that was funny is she was like, Tyler was like, Mom, can I see your phone? How old you think you were then? You was in elementary school then, right? At least.
That had to be like 5th grade. We just was leaving we was in St. Monica when that happened. Yeah.
Okay. And she said, no, Tyler. She was soaking her feet in the petty thing.
Yeah, just bought her that too.
Yeah. And she
He
said,
bought both of them.
she said, no, she said, no, Tyler, because you're going to drop my phone in this water. He was like, Mom, I'm not going to drop your phone in this water. So she gave Tyler the phone. And when he gave it back to her, it was almost like he did it on purpose. He was like, here you go.
That's crazy how that happened, bro.
And she told Tyler I was so bad he was crying. But I was like, she said you was going to drop it in the water and you dropped it in the water.
I did that. She had a white, all white dress on one time, and she had she was eating sardines, and she put some hot sauce on them. And I said, "Oh, Mom, let me get one." And she said, "Nope, because I got all white on." I said, "I'm not eating near you. Let me get one." Boy, I picked the sardine up by the edge like a dummy.
Snapped off.
That junk snapped in half.
On her white dress?
Fell right on her white dress, bro. I can't say what she said after, bro. That junk. Bro,
that's why I said y'all had a unique thing. It was like she would tell you was gonna do it.
Yeah, she did.
But no, Tyler, as we get before we gotta move on from this, but tell us the story about the spaghetti at the lunchroom thing.
Wait, when? When I dropped the spaghetti twice?
No, apparently you dropped it 3 times.
I dropped it 3 times. So I went up. I was clumsy, bro. So I went up to lunch, and I remember this because I had a white tee on this day. So I had got some spaghetti.
Oh.
Dropped the first plate on the floor. Dropped it right on the floor. So the lady, she used to mess with us because I don't know, we was just nice. So I guess she's just genuine. But she gave me some more spaghetti. So I took that spaghetti, tripped again. But now mind you, I got a little bit on my white tee, but I spilled it on the lunch lady who cashed you out.
Oh my God.
What color was she wearing?
So she had that day. They used to wear light blue suits, but they were so light, like a stain is very noticeable. So spilled that one, and she just losing it. She like, Tyler, just get another lunch. So I don't know. Now get one lunch one more time. And then I spilled a third lunch near the cash register again. I don't know what I was on. I was tripping that day.
It almost sounded like you was doing it on purpose, but I know you wasn't.
I wasn't. Like, I genuinely was. That was a rough day. That was rough.
Did you ever eat lunch?
We had Snack Shack. What was it called?
Or the snack, yeah.
Was it Snack something?
And we had the best sugar cookies, boy.
If you ain't eat lunch, you was gonna leave with some sugar cookies.
That's a fact.
Can you guys name a moment when some advice I might have gave you actually worked out for you, or you was able to share it with somebody else and it worked out for them?
I think for me, it's just I think it's just I can't say a specific advice. I think it's just the work, just being able to like put knowing. Like that self-motivation. Like I can get up in the morning, I want to go get it. I want to do this better. I want to grow. I want to be better. Like that's the one thing I appreciate the most, because like it's so many times I doubt myself, or I feel like, oh, it's over. And just all them lessons and hearing you say this, and this, and you being an example, like, you gave me something I would have never had. Like, I got that push. I got that ambition.
For sure.
I got that, like,
For sure.
Pause. I got that dog in me, though.
I understand what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, for real, though. Like,
I didn't catch the dog part until I thought about
but-
the in you part.
but-
You know what I'm saying?
What?
That's what he was saying, Paul.
what? Pause.
He said, I got the dog
But-
in me.
But for real, like I got self ambition. Like I'm a go getter. Like I'm a hustle. I'm gonna do everything I got to do that a man's supposed to do to maintain and make sure I'm living the right way and everything is in motion. So that's the one thing I could say I took from you is like, you know, that self ambition and just never giving up.
We haven't mentioned God yet, and I think this is the appropriate time for me to mention that. The one thing that I will say is just the instillment of who God is, what God can do when you move along with Him. I think, this is just two examples right there. I think so. Now we're going through this tough time, and the way I got through this tough time is remembering that God is, and God is going to be, and God is still going to do the things that He said He was going to do. But I have to also get off my feet and do that. So, this situation could have pushed us and punched us and left us down. But like you said, that fight is just instilled in us. So, that natural fight in our bellies, but also, God being in our heart, it really makes an unstoppable man when you have both. So that's the one thing that I do now as a pure adult is do appreciate is like the instillment of God, because a lot of people get lost. And there's been a lot of people that said to me, yo, if I was you, I would be so lost right now. I don't know how you keep fighting. And I say, I'll just say, I really trust and believe in God. And I don't know any other way but to do that.
I like that.
Yeah, that's a fact. But even with you teaching us about God, there's still been times where you still get lost, but you like that is important because you instilling that part in our life is like, even when we feel lost or we living wrong or we just things not going the way they supposed to, you always. It's really for me. It was seeing you,
For sure.
Actually live it out because a lot of men run around preaching and saying this, and that, but it's different when you see somebody right in front of you, like actually living it. Like, it's inspiring for sure. So
Yeah.
Yep. Can you? Because Travion, he ain't gonna say nothing if he don't have to.
Nah.
Right, Raj, shut up.
I've been thinking about I've been thinking about, the mind and how you taught us to really use our minds in the right way in so many aspects. I mean, we can go from making sure your mind's right with God, or making sure you're not thinking delusional about things that aren't there. Like, for example, like when you would say to us, like, y'all good, this and that, but as we got older, we realized we weren't NBA players and stuff. Like you would keep it real about ourselves. Like, I feel like that.
Wait, hold on. I was an NBA player. I just
Well, I sure wish you give me some of that money you got.
I had hurt my toe.
Oh,
Go
okay.
ahead.
Nah, just
I'm crying.
I think that
Hurt my toe.
I feel like that saved me throughout my time, especially during like COVID and stuff, because I felt like I didn't really know where to go, and I was like on this trail, like, I'm about to be in college, I'm about to do all this, watch this, and no, like, I was in a situation where they wouldn't give me the same things I was getting before when I was at MCC and after. Like, I feel like some people I know, especially friends, like when they lost their scholarship at MCC, they was like delusional, like, oh yeah, I'm about to do this and that. Like, no, like, the situation is we're in COVID. Like, you can't get any of that back. You got to take, like, you in all the delusion. You got to wake up and see what's happening.
We going
For sure. But that's
just find a way to wrap that thought up.
You just come.
I said for sure.
The reason why, because I don't feel like them shutting my video off because of. But
Well,
people be delusional.
well, I'll reiterate, I guess.
Using a lot of big words today.
You really taught us how to just be real with ourselves, not look at life and be like, oh, I can make the NBA, or I can be this billionaire, like this and that. Like, maybe you can be, but you got to put in the work. It ain't gonna happen right away. Like, you taught us to live real every single second of our days.
You got to put the work in.
I'm glad you said that, Trey, because there's so many people around us that don't fix reality at all.
Well, listen, when you've played against people that are in the NBA and you've seen certain things, I think at certain ages we're all of that mindset that we can do it.
I wasn't talking about that's my life.
But I think there's a point in your life where you have to realize, okay, it's not gonna happen. And it's okay if it doesn't happen. So now how do I use what I have to get where I need to be? Like Tyler said, I would say do what you got to do now so you can do whatever you want to do later. And, most people don't want to, they feel like it's settling. But I can't remember who it was, but I remember one day they broke down how many jobs are in the NBA and how many people are trying to get those jobs. Dude, I'm 5'11". I'm slow in comparison to other people.
Everybody want to be the 2%.
Yeah,
not 98.
You're not gonna be the 2%.
And the funny thing is, 98 make more than 2%.
That's crazy, right?
I want to share. It's funny, like Devontae Freega. I met him one time. When I talked to him about this conversation when I was in Virginia, I was saying to him, like, man, you can shoot the ball so good, man. Like, I feel like when I watch you shoot, it's like NBA level, bro. He's like, yeah, well, I might shoot NBA level to you, but I'm definitely not NBA ready because there's so many different levels to this game. And I just know my space, which is YouTube. And that's how I'm successful because I know what I am and who I am and what I'm supposed to be doing.
Identity.
Yes. That's when I heard him say that, I was like, that's why he's made it, because he knows who he is and he kept going with what works.
Yeah.
So the question that everybody should ask or have is, how do you find
Don't change the setup.
Question start over.
the question that I think, people that's watching this is, what is your identity? And
Who are you?
yeah, who are you? How do you find your identity? Especially with social media, where everything is telling you what to be.
Are we talking to the audience?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It's a good question.
Well, here's the thing. It's really simple to discover your identity, but most people want to look in all the wrong places, like you said, social media, whatever. It's real simple. What is your purpose? What is the original intent for why you were created and you're here? And the only way you're going to know your purpose is you have to know the creator. Purpose is in the mind of the creator. If you want to understand how to play Monopoly, you got to read the directions that the creator put in the game.
Which mom was good at.
Yeah, I didn't play her because she if she wasn't cheating, it felt like it because you can't own all the stuff.
Yeah, bro, how you own all the properties?
So anyway, she was like, I'm not cheating. But anyway,
I'm broke.
it's like purpose is in the mind of the creator. You know how many people are trying to play board games and never read the directions?
Nah, not you raising your hand.
No, it's the same thing with Uno. Like, I don't like playing Uno with nobody no more because it's like 50 million new Uno ways to,
true.
But people are playing all these games and not reading directions. You're not going to understand how the game works, its purpose, and what's the overall goal of it without reading the directions. Listen, I know, you may subscribe to whatever you subscribe to, but you got to know what's in the mind of the creator.
For sure.
And if you know what's in the mind of your creator, you'll know what your purpose is because purpose is in the mind of the creator. I figured out very early in my life that I was called to inspire people, empower people, and create change. Now, there's different avenues by which that can manifest or happen, like right now. That depending on the person that's watching and where they are in their life right now, they're hearing something totally different than somebody else that's watching. Somebody right now, purpose is coming alive within them after hearing some of the things y'all even said, realizing, you know what? I decided that the NBA was for me, but that's not my purpose. And if it becomes your purpose, it's not even for you to play basketball. It's for you to go into that environment and change lives.
Man, that's so funny you saying that, man.
talk a lot.
Basketball is what you do. It is the vehicle to get you to where you need to be so that you can operate in the purpose for which you were created.
For sure.
It is not who you are. And the reason why most people, when it's over, can't do anything else because they let something that was a lie consume them. It was temporary. It wasn't meant to be everything for the rest of your life. Even the cats we know that play in the league. You know, my friend John played in the league almost 10 years, but he understood that basketball is not who he is, it's what he did. And when he moved on, like he said, when I left the league, I left because my children were starting to play and I wanted to be present. That was his purpose as a father. He needed to be present. That's why John and Joey are doing the things that they're doing because they had a present father who understood his purpose and he needed to be there to make sure that his children went to the next place. Same thing with me. My simple purpose for years was to be you guys' father. And the greatest gift I could give you is my presence. Presence is not stuff and things. You know, I remember one time I was preaching in Connecticut and I showed up to the gym. I drove all night to get to the game and I could see how you look because I don't ever miss your games. You know what I'm saying? I don't even miss your games when you're coaching if I don't have to.
For sure.
So a father's presence is more valuable than money. And a father should always want the testimony of a father and not just the title. Everybody can have the title, but can you have the testimony? And the testimony is not what that father says about himself. You know, that guy, I pay my child support and I do this. No, what are your children saying about you? He's so stupid. No, what are your children saying about you? What do your children think about you? You know, I remember one time I was sick and you guys took turns staying the night with me. I know kids would have been like, I don't care. And, so it's the testimony that means the most. It's what your children say about you. That's why your mom was a magnificent mother and wife. It's not the title, it's the testimony.
Yeah, I could care less about money or whatever. Listen, if there was a way to bring it back, I would, because it's like the space is gone now. So you missing nature, love, compassion. Nurture, I'm sorry. Nurture, passion, love, compassion, all those things that was filled up, it's not there.
But you're not, as much as you're saying you're missing them.
Oh no, it's resides in me.
I see you guys sharing it with your kids that you work with.
For sure.
Like I seen all the things Tyler was doing for his, I know same thing with you, but those same dudes that you were giving rides to and making sure they had shoes and sneakers and food.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like, I'm doing this so y'all can come back and say, ooh, he's wonderful. But years from now, them same kids will be like sharing what those times meant to them and what it did for them.
I mean, they do it now.
That's it. Yeah, the girls definitely do that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You talking about me, bro?
He said
Wow.
you too.
I did say you too, but Tyler didn't like
bro.
that you took his stuff.
Yeah, this one, man.
I got 2 questions I got to ask you well over our time, and we're just pushing Kyron into more editing. Kyron, you have a question you want to ask before I ask my 2 questions?
What? Let me just right here. Me being 37 years old with family of 6, me, my wife, my 4 kids, 2 boys, 2 girls.
6?
I mean, all of us, not 6 kids. Yeah, I'm done.
Say, Ash is
As
gonna
much
be
as
pissed.
me and Bishop joke around, talk about y'all gonna have one more. Yeah, nah.
Hey, Kyron, Ashley was going to be pissed if she had 2 more kids that she didn't.
Kyron Jamaican. Kyron Jamaican.
So all 4 of my kids, and it's a blessing being a father to them with the knowledge that I have now regarding the importance of being present. You know what I mean? For me growing up and not having exactly what I am giving my kids, in a weird way, it's a blessing because now I'm in a position where I'm able to do for them what I thought I needed done for me. You know what I mean? So, again, just seeing this right now, this episode right here is going to impact and change so many lives, especially older men, younger men that need to see this, not just hear, but see it in action so they can really see how vital and important it is. So, I'm just blessed to witness it.
Well, I always say that I said this to myself. I haven't never said it to anybody, I don't think. My children and my ability to actively be in their lives filled all the voids and spaces in my life. Every time I was able to do something for them that I did not have, it filled those holes in those voids and spaces and healed those wounds in those areas of my life that I was hurting and didn't even know I was. And so my children's love actually healed me. I could have went to therapy, but God gave me the best therapist I could have, which were my children.
You welcome, brother.
For free.
For free.
Shalom.
Hey, that's why you can't say that around this goofball. Well, anyway, how do you plan on continuing the legacy of empowerment and influence that you believe has been installed in you by your parents?
I mean, just keep doing what I'm doing for real. I ain't really got.
You asking questions I just thought about.
I mean, that's really the obvious answer. Just keep doing what y'all told us. I mean, the blueprint hasn't failed me yet. So
I think.
I was going to say, let Trey speak for the professor speak. Go ahead.
Why are you calling me the professor?
Nah, I mean, I just think the biggest piece that we need to have is just trust God, because that's what you taught us. Got to keep that in mind, because without God, I mean, who are we really? I mean, for real, like, I feel like especially I've been seeing that more, especially after Mom passed and a lot more other events this year. But I think with that, I mean, that answers the question within itself, in my opinion. So,
All right.
Trey actually started my answer with Mom passing. I've definitely seen it. So now that I see it, I'm going to just focus on making sure that I keep myself together so that I can not do so much talking, but do so much more walking and living it so that people can see like, okay, he did this, how he did it. So I'm going to continue to do the same thing. I think we get lost in talking so much. It becomes dull on ears.
Yeah. Amen.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
And one more thing. I was going to say also, I feel like to continue that walk too with God, also remember who's around you. Everyone that's around you, God is bringing them to you for a purpose. So
Sure.
I feel like for me, as a social media influencer, all those kids that be DMing me, come to my games. Like, I want to be able to come to the games and then teach each kid something after they want to talk to me. So I feel like with that being said, I feel like I want to continue to inspire the youth, inspire everyone that's in front of me every day I go to a game or I do my vlogs and stuff. So
It was kind of prophesied to us Bishop Johnson. He said that we were going to be I vividly remember back in the office, he said that we are going to be a voice for the youth. And it's really crazy that we sitting in this right now. I think about it a lot. And at the time when we 15, he said it, I was like, what? What? And it slapped me right in my face at an AU tournament. And I was like, oh, shoot. Like, nah, I actually am like leading this charge. So I think I'm happy that my brothers are doing what they're doing. I'm happy that we were taught the things that we were taught. So when you ask that question, it's like we have all these different answers. And it's good because we all have a different approach to bring everybody to the same goal.
Okay. We got to wrap up because my cameraman is cute. He's cued me a couple times. But I figured since it was all four of us here, he couldn't do nothing with us. But you,
What?
we was just going to just jump him if we had to. I'll just play it. Kyron, no, we love it. We all family. So
That's your car?
listen,
That's your car?
I do this at the end of every episode. Name the 5 people that have had the biggest influence in your life. Because of the sake of time, we can't really go in detail. 5
Rodney.
people. 5 people. 5 people. I usually say 5 people and why. If you can say why and keep it short, we can do the why part.
I'll say why in one word.
Okay, so I'm going to start with Travion.
I'm just naming
Actually, let me go last.
Okay, I'm going to start with Tyler.
5 people.
And we know God, so don't use God. We know God. He's first.
Always.
So 5 people.
You, Mom. You said that inspired us.
Most influential.
Influential.
You know what influential mean, do you?
Yeah, I read that one.
Okay.
You, Mom. Let me think.
If you got to think, it ain't real. Doc.
Nah, it's not that. It's just
lot of
it's so
people.
many people.
You got to take the 5.
You, Mom. I gotta say, Miss Skimmer. She was my counselor at Fredonia. As crazy as Big Reg is, Big Reg.
From the Boys and Girls Club?
Yeah, Big Reg for sure. I don't never get to tell Big. I don't never get to tell Big Reg how much I appreciate.
He
it.
needed to because he be going through it.
Big Reg,
all the stuff
Big
happening with
Reg,
his kids and
he
stuff.
showed a lot of love for sure. And then, man, I probably I gotta say. Man, this one tough, that 5th spot. I gotta say, just because I talked to him, probably Travell.
I didn't see that coming.
Me and Travell relate, though.
But Travell, you don't realize you helped Travell kind of change too because when he realized you was looking up to him,
Yeah.
he's like, I got to pull this together.
Yeah, Vel, he got a lot that I don't know the stuff he done or how he was growing up, but it just I just feel like I can relate to him.
Vel a cool dude.
No, he a cool dude.
Like, and it's never been a time I talked to Vel where like he's never given me bad advice. Shoot, he probably ain't taking it the only advice, but he Vel always gave me good advice.
See this, he'll be like, he ain't lying. I'm just he ain't lying.
You gotta do his
You know what
laugh.
I'm saying? But Vel always gave me good advice.
You gotta do his laugh
Every
one time.
time I was dealing with something, I don't know why I would call him because he could understand.
Yeah.
And then I was gonna say my Kyron because me and Kyron, we done had a lot of conversations. We relate with the music and the videos, and Vel been there since the beginning. So it's just like
Since you was a kid running around doing his rap.
So I gotta say Vel. That's my 5.
All right. Go ahead. No, let Travion go.
Okay.
I wanted to go last.
Okay.
You want to go last? I always say you, Mom. Kev Shep. Coach Legret, Kevin Legret. And the 5th one is 2 people.
He can't count, can he?
I know it's 5A, 5B. Dane Miller. It's because me and Dane actually. Dang.
Does he know one person? Go ahead. 5A, 5B.
I'm sorry because it was the same for me. I was about to name like 10. I can't get 5.
You did it too because you threw him on numbers.
Yeah.
So don't try to play me.
Go ahead.
5A, 5B, I would say Dane Miller. Dane, me and Dane got close this year. And, you know, I probably will never tell him this, but.
Well, if he see this, he'll know.
Like, obviously, you take us to his games in high school, and I looked up to Dane, like, as a basketball player, but now I know him as a person and how genuine he is. I definitely respect him. And then, obviously, Coach Lund.
Okay.
Like, that was a big pivotal piece for us. Like, Coach Lund always been cool. And always gave solid advice.
I can't believe y'all didn't say Mr. Cook, but
Mr. Cook too. I'm sorry. So many.
There's
So
many.
that's what I'm saying.
Mr. Cook.
Like,
See, I had to push your name out there but you know, you
That's
can't
not
be
fair,
number,
man.
You can't be number one. till
No,
you learn
it's
how to be
hard,
number
bro.
two.
Because Mr. Cook used to say, Rodney, much is given, much is required. And I still hear that same quote in my head every day.
Let's go ahead and
Give
get
it
Trey.
much require.
My
It's-
fault, Mr. Cook.
You know, I feel like family. You guys are number one, but I'm gonna do 5 different ones. I want to say, oh man, that's tough. This is not in order. I can't do it in order. Steph Curry, and I'm saying Steph Curry because
You got his phone number?
no. Well, let me say. Let me say this because I remember.
Le Chef.
I remember how you used to say like
Chef.
remember I used to never be like, oh, I don't want to be just known as a 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Steph growing up watching him made me more confident in being a shooter for real. Like I was able to look at him and be like, oh, look at how he's changing the game with shooting. I can be like that in a way.
Bruh,
You know? And
I don't mean to interrupt you. You were shooting half court threes
well, I'm saying nobody was really doing that until he
at
started
like
doing it. And
10
then
years old.
Not like how he was doing.
All right, so not my bad, but that's number one.
But
That's number
but
one.
yeah,
I forgot. Mr.
Go ahead.
we got Steph, man. Oh man.
Look at Curry, man.
Come on, man.
So inspirational.
You only got 4 spots left because one, you filled your whole family in that one spot.
Right. 3, because you said family, then Steph. It's crazy.
I'm gonna say David Tyree. Yes.
Oh,
That man
that's a good
right
one.
there, he was one of those people where when I was struggling with my confidence, I was always able to go to him and talk to him. And he was great for me growing up. Shout out to David, man.
He ain't answer when I called.
He said Trey was his guy. Trey could call him anytime he want.
Bishop Johnson.
Okay.
Love Bishop Johnson, man. Another guy that helped me throughout my time when I was younger.
You're not saying why, man.
The apostle.
I'm not trying to. Y'all said not to say what, or did y'all?
No, I said he can.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
did.
I mean Bishop Johnson. I mean,
How many is that, Travion? You got one
I
left?
think that's 3.
That's 4.
There's 4.
I said I
You
was
said
including
Steph
him.
family, Bishop Johnson,
David Tyree.
and David Tyree.
I was including. Oh, okay.
He said,
Man,
that's hard, bro.
I mean, I'm trying to think because for me, growing up was where I look up to people the most growing up.
Sonic.
So-
Mario and Luigi.
Stop it, little fish. So stupid.
Yoshi.
Note to self.
nah, that was him, Yoshi. Oh man.
Yeah, Yoshi, my guy.
God, this is so tough.
You can't just do it.
So
Don't edit that Sonic out either.
so I'm gonna say this person.
Drum roll.
I'm gonna say Johnson Walker. I just want to say Johnson. Johnson's. Nobody really knows, but Johnson's every Sunday will look at me, talk to me, and be like, "You need to believe in yourself, man. There's so much in you that you don't understand, Trey. You don't." And all the conversation I had with him, like I miss those conversations, man, because Johnson's used to be one of those people that gave me so much
That's fair.
confidence in
That's fair.
myself. Like there was a lot of people that would talk to me I kind of didn't believe because like I couldn't like
Hey,
I couldn't really hear people growing up.
your faith ain't strong
But-
enough.
I don't know what it was. Johnson's when he talked
Can
to me,
y'all
I was like,
stop?
Nah, Johnson's definitely held it
Yeah.
down
He did,
for a lot of stuff. He was like a brother.
for sure. I can agree.
so
Well, that 5.
yep.
Yo, Mr. Cook, bro, we ain't mean to do that.
All right, listen. We gotta go. I want to thank you guys for chilling with me tonight and
George Cook.
getting together and talking about just all things fatherhood, son, life. Just want to encourage everybody that's watching. Make sure you take the time out, especially you men, to love on your children. Make sure your presence is there because it's the most valuable thing you can ever give your child. money is cool, all that stuff. But the real thing is a child don't care about no money.
Man, go see your son.
Somebody I need to binge watch your kids on like
Come on, man.
Netflix.
Go see your son.
What are you doing? See your kids.
This is what I have to deal with. I'm
Shout out
trying to
BK.
end, and I'm trying to end.
Shout out Havoc. All right, my fault.
Okay. So we want to just make sure I can't deal with them.
Binge watch your
Listen, I'll
kids.
see you next week on the next episode of the Truth Podcast.
Yeah.
Binge watch your
Remember,
kids.
You should know the truth, and the truth should make you free.
Set you free, baby.
But
The truth.